Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, post-market report. It's Friday. It's just lovely. Uh, that's July 28th, 2023. Again, one of these kind of situations we have a lot to talk about. Let's start off with this market just real quick. With regard to risk, it's an interesting phenomenon, and we're seeing I think kind of what we expected to see here. We had the MMRI bouncing just over 250 and just under 250 all day. Okay, we finished just under 250. I wrote it down here, 249.8. And the market did put on some gains today. Okay, whatever. Let's see where this goes. If again, I would not be surprised at all. I mean, absolutely not, to see the MMRI drop 10 points next week. They're going to keep propping this up until whenever. I mean, I don't even think about it. It's an incredible thing. What actually may prove to be somewhat positive, believe it or not, for the stock market is the fact that we just found out that Chinese state banks are dumping dollars. That actually might be bullish, believe it or not, and we'll see how it plays out for the stock market. Terrible for the dollar, obviously, but we're going to have to keep our eyes on that moving forward. I think that's the biggest piece of news today with regard to the dollar. Look, in my view, as you all know, I can't say this enough. The dollar is a dying asset, along with every single other, central bank issued currency. They're in a race to the bottom. They've been doing this for years, and it's just it's all a setup, in my view, to a whole new system, a new paradigm. I've been telling you this for years, and we're watching this unfold here. Kind of interesting. So the Hoff, not just a new chair, but a whole new place. All right, I'm in Sarasota, Florida here. So this chair, actually, this is an Airbnb. Just in case you were wondering, everybody, that I rented out here while a house I bought over in Bradenton gets built. So we're just sitting here, just chilling out. It's a nice place over here. I'm like right next to Lido Beach. It's beautiful. So yeah, not just a new chair. It's everything's kind of new here. Anyway, let's continue on here with the market. So we had a 10-year yield which fell from 4% yesterday to 3.96. The relative strength of the dollar did come down today. Crude oil firmly above $80 a barrel. Imagine my shock. Jimmy LaRocca, are you out there, bro? Yes, Jimmy LaRocca, the drag racer, is one of my best friends. I was just talking to him. I don't know if he's watching right now. Probably. He was just laughing. Anyway. Yeah, so crude oil, like I said, it's people forget about it. Commodities are where you need to be. How many times have you heard me say this? All right, I'm telling you again, right here and right now, in light of what we're seeing here, okay, the move to commodities is going to be beyond freaking belief at one particular time. Forget about $80 a barrel, 81, 85, wherever crude's going to go. I mean, $90 probably in the cards and much, much higher. And it depends on, again, look, right now, the way things are, we have a situation that, again, you and I have known about since forever. Okay, what do we got going on here? We got central banks collectively around the world keeping rates suppressed. There's an enormous amount of effort going into doing this, and this is opening up that doorway for cash to make its way into risk assets stock market. Okay, I think we're pretty clear on this. All right, all of you have been with me for a while. And we're going to need to keep our eyes on, again, 10-year yield, relative strength of the dollar, which I'm expecting to get weaker moving forward. When is it going to fall off of a cliff? Well, I guess we'll see. The dollar, again, consider the fact that it is a unit of debt, part of the whole debt hyperbubble that we're in here. And this whole thing is going to eventually melt down. I think we're pretty clear on that as well. But anyway, just to understand how cash flows through this market makes it easy for you and I to know where we need to be. And that is suppressed assets, commodities, because, again, markets are supposed to run in cycles. I think you know that if you've been with me for any length of time. We don't have that anymore. It just is like risk on, risk on, risk on, risk on, meaning cash going into the stock market. And this is just, it's created a bubble beyond anyone's wildest dreams here, and malinvestment, cash coming out of things it should be going into. And this is going to flip around, and it's going to flip around in a big way. And it's being set up by design. Again, how many of you out here with a show of hands, I can see you, believe it or not, how many of you with a show of hands believe it's just by accident that central banks happen to be inflating on an unprecedented scale? Central banks just happen to be buying everything. That's just, of course, that's their goal. Thank you, Guo Yang Dai. Thank you. Anyway, it's just this is all an accident. The hyper bubble that we have in the stock market, the distortions that exist in the real estate market. I'm not even touching commercial real estate here, because that's a whole freak show that we need to address moving forward. Anyway, we'll get there. But again, forget the stock market for a moment here. All right. Think commodities. Thank you, Andrea Miria. Acts as a dent. Yeah. Exactly. I like that. Anyway, truly, people, that's the situation here, but you all know this already. What's Greg's favorite asset of all time? You know what I'm going to tell you. It's silver. You need to have this stuff in your portfolio. If you're just going to have one thing, in my opinion, it's definitely silver. Aaron, thank you. It's going great, by the way. Yeah, I wouldn't. It very well might be forming a bearish. Look, we got 2 warnings, not one, but 2 warnings from the Wall Street mega super bank J.P. Morgan. They don't like the market. They don't like stocks. They don't like stocks here. But again, if they keep risk at bay, if the MMRI, I guess stays about where it is, we're going to be okay, and the market will probably still go high. There's euphoria going on here right now. There's fear of missing out. A lot of cash making its way into the stock market. And you know what? Look what happened. Yesterday we had a sell-off. MMRI went 256. Market sold off. All of a sudden, that dip got bought. Again, the market seems to believe that the Fed is going to keep rates suppressed. The Fed's going to buy more debt. The dollar is going to weaken. I mean, these are bullish for the stock market. All it does is create more distortions, which this is just beyond anyone's wildest dreams right now. Anyway, so with that said, so we got this core personal consumption expenditures number today. The Federal Reserve's favorite inflation gauge. Oh, it's their favorite. They just love it. Yeah, they do. Or so we're being told. And although inflation is still rising, according to what they're telling us, everything is fantastic, because if you watch, CNBC and Bloomberg, they're telling you it is. Or they're also telling you that consumer confidence is now at a 2-year high. Consumers are so confident right now, despite the fact that they're in more debt than they've ever been, despite that they're actually based against the inflation, their own numbers. Real wages are down 3%. I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but over the last 2 years, just happens to coincide with Bidenstein. How did that happen? Consumers are just so confident right now. They're loving the rising cost of fuel and energy. Oh, they're loving it. It's just the greatest thing. And they're very, very confident. This is all fake. It's all the deceptions. Are you confident? I don't think so. Okay. And anyway, it's so crazy here. I wanted to bring something up here just real quick. We have, let's take a little poll. How many of you are gleeful, happy, orgasmic, whatever the word might be, about this transition from gasoline engines to electric vehicles? I'd be willing to bet it's not a very large percentage of you. So what I think is going to happen, first of all, they don't have this technology down. That's fact. And second of all, I think that these companies now that are trying to switch over to EV vehicles, they're overplaying their hand big time. And we're going to see how this plays out. Give it a little while. There's going to be these things sitting on lots. You're probably going to be able to scoop these things up for next to nothing, honestly, because they really think they're overplaying it. Exactly. I'm in the same boat as you. I don't want an electric car. Exactly. Most of you, look at us. Look. Yeah, hybrid's okay. Hybrid, I can do that. But these electric things, they just don't have it down. I don't think they're ready yet. Look at this. All these thumbs down. Yeah. Yeah. Old school, baby. Magic Mika. Magic Mika likes Hemi powered vehicles. I know she's big freaking 426 Hemi powered Cudas. I think that's what she likes. Flying cars. Anyway, gold and silver recorded a bid today. Cryptocurrencies catching a bid again. But the story is, again, I'm just going to tell you again. What am I going to say? Commodities. Yeah. Commodities where you need to be, people. I don't know another way to put it. Honestly, what do you think? I want to hear from you about this whole Chinese state banks dumping dollars. You think that's going to be the norm moving forward? I really do believe that. I think that the U.S. dollar is under attack on many fronts right now, and that should scare you a little bit, because again, the Federal Reserve, tell Greg Mannarino again. Tell me, I'm sitting right here in front of you. Tell me who or what is the enforcement arm of the Federal Reserve? Anyone have a guess here? Yes, it's the armed forces of the United States, including its nuclear arsenal. They will point that weapon, the entire United States military in its entirety, at whoever they want, inward at all of us or outward, and that is a fact. So, just definitely think about these kinds of things, because this is where we're going. They already have the war, the ever-expanding war that you and I are not voting for, but it's being funded to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars, and a lot more is going over there. It's going to go on and on and on and on and on to feed the military-industrial complex. You know this. War is the number one way that they pull cash into the now, because we don't have a war chest anywhere. Where does our tell me again, because I don't know. Where does our illustrious, beautiful man of a president get all this cash that we're sending over to Ukraine? Do we have a war chest? No, we don't. It has to be created out of thin air and then sent over there. Who creates cash out of thin air? Yes, it's the Federal Reserve. Imagine my shock. All wars are banker wars. And there you go. That's where the cash is coming from, I think. But most people have no idea about this. It's really the truth. Yes, they are playing us on a grand scale, Mika. Everyone's here. Where's Lava Girl? Where's Lava Girl? Perry, where's Lava Girl? Where's Lord Humongous? Did he just kind of abandon us? I mean, did something happen to the guy? Lisa Monk, thank you. I tell you, people. All right. He did what? Anyway. Oh, he's traveling? Cool. All right. I hope he's having a good time. Anyway. All right, people. That's kind of where we stand. I think we covered a lot today. I don't know what else really we can talk about, unless you have it's hot over here, man. Good for you, Al Artmaster. I'm in the same boat as you. And I know that some people a humongous vacation. Some people aren't on the same page, but that's okay. That's okay. So, people, this is Friday. So you know what we're going to do, right? And we're going to do this right here and right now. Ready to bring it in. Nobody's looking. And even if they are, do you really care? Honestly, right? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. This guy loves you from the heart. Thank you for your support. Thank you for these thumbs up. I really appreciate those thumbs up. Again, are so valuable. It gets the video seen. Period. YouTube algorithms, they see those thumbs up. They show the videos. If you want people to hear this stuff, thumbs up is greatly appreciated. So with all that said, people, I will see all of you on Sunday for my markets to look ahead. We're going to put this whole thing together. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If you have not yet subscribed to my newsletter, it's free. All right. Link in the description of this video. Please do so. I may be putting out my markets a look ahead only in my free newsletter. So I want to try something with this, because this YouTube platform, they're very, they won't allow me to say certain things, as you know. And we'll see. Anyway, so please do sign up for my newsletter. Again, link below. And I will see you all again on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Everyone, please be safe. Look out for each other as always. All right. I'll see you later.